What's going on, guys? Lucio here, and we're back. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, he's back, so we're back. Today I'm here to talk to you guys about Sackboy, a big adventure. It's a brand new 3D platforming game starring the king himself, Sackboy, that will be coming out on the PlayStation 5. Now, over the past few days, I've seen many mixed reviews over what people think this game may be, and I'd like to shed some light on the topic. As a LittleBigPlanet veteran, I've always hoped for a 4th edition to the franchise, but over time, I really kept asking myself, what more could they possibly introduce that wouldn't break that traditional LittleBigPlanet feel? How would we be able to fully transfer over a decade's worth of levels, characters, and DLCs over 2 generations of consoles? It just never seemed like a really good idea, especially for the younger generations being introduced to the game now. You know, we've had LittleBigPlanet 1, 2, 3, karting, PSP, and PS Vita, and they all consisted of a brand new story with its own unique create mode for each game. You know, Sackboy finding himself under a new title introduces brand new possibilities for the future of this character. A big adventure is going to be something that we've never seen before. We're leaving Craft World and Bunga behind and discovering an entirely new one, and perhaps discovering more about Sackboy and seeing him as much more than just the player character within LittleBigPlanet. This idea of character development comes from a piece of promotional art that I've seen, which includes a character that somewhat resembles a Sack thing, which makes me believe that, we might meet more or different kinds, unlike Swoop, Toggle, and Odd Sock from LittleBigPlanet 3. This character would be like the first non-uniquely shaped story character, excluding Avalon, who kind of looks like Sackboy, and you could sort of glitch him to get like a skin out of it. But anyway, this character could potentially pose maybe as our adventure guide, based off their given look, and maybe we could be learning more about the character of Sackboy. Who knows? It's something completely different. The new engine for the game allows not only Sackboy to look good in all of his costumes, but the environment and the textures look absolutely stunning as well. The different light and shadow effects really add so much depth to Sackboy's surroundings and make the game insanely visual appealing. I can't get over the little glow around Sackboy as the light bounces off of him. Speaking of bouncing off, the game includes new combat mechanics such as punching, rolling, and hopping on enemies, which previously would have only been possible if we attached a brain to that enemy. The enemy models shown throughout the trailer are unique, and their animations are so smooth, and every enemy shown off maintains that LittleBigPlanet feel to them 100%. And throughout all the new, the trailer definitely shows the return of many old features, such as point bubbles, score streaks, power-ups, and prize bubbles. But I think it's finally time to address the elephant in the room: create mode. Now hear me out here. Based upon the trailer, I do not believe a level creation system is impossible to implement. This new game escapes the 2.5D boundary that we've always been restricted to in every LittleBigPlanet game except for karting. Yet in the trailer, the levels still remain somewhat linear, going in one direction, approaching one goal. It's not a true free roam game. With Media Molecule handing off their baby boy to Sumo Digital, and with the immense success of their game Dreams, I do not find it impossible for there to have been some questioning, asking about 3D world creation with restrictions for this game. Now, it may seem like a stretch, I know, but I will forever remain hopeful that we may be able to add our personal touch to this new generation of Sackboy, either at launch or through some form of post-launch update, which at first may not sound pleasing, but we have to remember the mixed reviews about LittleBigPlanet 3 and it being rushed and losing majority of the player base because it was so buggy and whatnot. I would much rather receive a game with an amazingly well-polished story mode, great gameplay, great graphics, and enjoy that while, the user-generated content aspect of it is being developed in the background. To me, I think if they came up with a create mode in the future, post-launch, I think that would be a great move, and I would much rather them do that than trying to, rush some form of create mode in this new engine just to please some people who are, iffy about getting this game because of the lack of create mode. And, I have seen many people post their beliefs that, the game isn't LittleBigPlanet without the user-created content. And, as we're waiting for more information on the game to be released, I think it's important to remember that this game is not being branded as a LittleBigPlanet, meaning it's going to be an entirely new take on the character that we've known and loved for all of these years. I know I just said I'm hopeful for it, but the inclusion of a create mode shouldn't dim our excitement and make or break our decision to experience this brand new adventure for ourselves. Sackboy's sticking around, so I think we should too. So with that, I would like to thank everybody for stopping by. I know it's been quite some time since you've heard my voice, and it probably sounds a lot different, but be sure to keep an eye out on this channel for more information here on our little buddy's brand new game. We've got a big adventure ahead of us, so stick around. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.